Peace, gang. Hope y'all been taking care of yourselves. Hope y'all been tapping in. I hope y'all been enjoying this weather while it's been sunny. For all my Marvel fans out there, Love and Thunder review. So, I'm just gonna let you know. Spoilers. We got mad spoilers, all right? I'm about to give y'all everything, the whole drop. Alright, so a movie starts out definitely was giving me Star Wars vibes. We had some random race. He's suffering, praying to God, the God, his God, because there's more than one God. Um, Praying to the God, and I'm just like, okay, nothing, nothing happened. Oh, his daughter is suffering. He's praying to the God about his suffering daughter, right? And then before you know it, he starts getting led by intuition in the desert, ends up finding some water, whatever, gets to his God. He ends up meeting his God, the God that he is worshiping. He meets him. And his God didn't even recognize him. Mind you, the man is wearing his whole face on his necklace because that's his God, right? And he was like, hey, oh God, I've been praying to you, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And the guy was like, oh, yo, to his God friends, oh, he's one of mine. I got this. Oh, you been praying to me, huh? Well, I'm just gonna let you know, all that praying don't do shit. It ain't no rewards out here. Once you die, that's it. And so the guy is like, so you telling me I'm fucking suffering, daughter dying, all this for nothing? The guy was like, it's not for nothing. I'm good because of you, because of your suffering. That's what you're here for. Your suffering brings me joy. Man's heart is broken, distraught, as would anybody be. Like, you thinking that your suffering has purpose. So to find out that it doesn't, devastated. So mind you, there's this sword, the Necro sword, baddest motherfucking weapon in the planet. Turns out that what was calling him how he found the gods. So the God literally is killing his disciple, killing him, choking him. The sword on some freaking Mjolnir shit just gets into the guy's hands, kills the God. Man becomes the God Butcher. Now we got the antagonist for the story. Still never even said dude name. Nigga just the God Butcher. Alright, now let's hop into the plot, right? So, mind you, when I first watched this movie before I watched it, didn't only watch one trailer. Trailers are super duper bleh. Don't give you no type of information, no nothing. So I ain't know nothing. So once the plot began, they did a lot of narrating in this movie. For all my Venom fans out there, this was giving very much Venom-esque vibes for me with the narration. The narration was extremely funny, and there's a second Thor. This turned out to be a big um, plot twist. Definitely made the movie exciting. Oh, wee. Look at this guy, y'all. Look at that. You see that? Yeah, look at that guy. Yeah. Because the second Thor is James. James fucking second Thor. In the same way how the guy Butcherer got led to the sword, Mjolnir was calling out to Jane, and Jane was the second Thor. She got cancer, so while she's touching the hammer, she's the guy. While she ain't touching the hammer, the bitch dying. All right, so now you got that. So hope y'all with me, right? So we got the God Butcherer who went to his God and found out that gods ain't shit, and our suffering is pointless. Two, Jane is the second Thor. Three, Thor gets hip to the God Butcherer, and this is more plot. And so he goes to Omnipotent City. That's the city where all the gods from all across the universe is there. Zeus, Quetzalcoatl, God, Jesus, all the guys from all the universes, right? So Zeus goes there, you know, asking for help because he's like, yo, this nigga OP. Oh, a little bit of backstory. Thor fought him, got mollywopped. That's how serious he is, cause he fighting to kill. So so they go to Omnipotent City, and it's just so funny because the same way how we just gonna call him GB, the same way how GB went to the gods for help, Thor, a god himself, went to the gods for help, and they denied him the same way that GB got denied. So I was just like, wow, the apple don't fall far from the tree, and that's kind of fucking sad, right? Now Zeus, Thor went to Zeus. If you're not familiar, Zeus would be Hercules' dad, to make it a little simpler for you. So Thor goes to him and just gets denied completely. No type of help, no nothing. And Thor just like, what? Y'all supposed to be holier than thou, and y'all not even gonna help me? That shit don't make no sense. Now James, and he's also with the Valkyrie. Damn, what's her name? I think her actor name is Tessa Thompson. I mean, her real name is Tessa Thompson. But yeah, so that sounds crazy. How do you go to holier than thou, and then they get rejected? So, and so now Thor is just like, what the fuck? And Zeus is played by Russell. Is it Russell Crowe? I think that is Russell Crowe. He fat man. So Zeus is funny though. Zeus is like, hey, I heard about GB. We safe from him here. He doesn't know how to get here. Oh, we got a snake, y'all. Y'all see that? He he got something in his mouth. But I'm gonna let him be. Where was I? Yeah, so Zeus is, being an asshole. Yeah, we not helping y'all. He can kill us. That sword is OP. And yeah, and now since y'all know how to get here and y'all scared and y'all asking me for help, now we got to keep you captive because had to make sure that snake won't follow us. If you get away, then he gonna come find us and kill us. Now I'm just like, what? That shit sound crazy there. How you in a city full of gods and y'all scared of one being, one mortal who just got a badass sword? And I'm just like, that's fucking pathetic. They were really debasing the gods in this movie. Like, I mean, in a sense, I can kind of see how it, could make sense. Like, these beings are us, but just more advanced. They have feelings, emotions, etc., etc. But still, you're supposed to be held to a higher standard, like to do justice, to have a better moral compass. You feel me? So I wasn't feeling that. Fast forward, so Thor and them didn't get the help. So now they, just rumbling and bumbling, trying to do whatever they can because GB kidnapped the kids when they fought. The kids are from New Asgard. Heimdall's son was one of the kids, so Thor was able to, get jiggy with Heimdall's son. Not like that, but like through the use of his eyes. Because if you know about Heimdall, you know how he got the eyes and can see everything. And his son is following suit. He's just a boy. So Thor did a little bit of mind flaying with him, with a junior. He calls himself Axel. And found out where they was at, developed a plan to go get him. Now, obviously, that was a trap because GB wanted Thor to come because guess what? He needs Stormbreaker. And one of the funniest things about the whole movie, which is why it was giving me Venom vibes, was Thor and Stormbreaker's relationship, right? It was because Thor was seeing Jane with Mjolnir, and Thor wasn't expecting that. So here's Thor. He been missing Jane. Man's been meditating, and he's searching for Jane. And then when he finally finds her, she's Thor with Mjolnir. He's calling Mjolnir. It's not coming. And so with that, Stormbreaker getting jealous because it's the connection, right? So Stormbreaker, when he's calling Mjolnir, Stormbreaker would just like come instead, or when they're traveling, cause they got some deer too. But y'all gonna catch that when you see it. So Stormbreaker is basically the driver. So whenever Thor be getting like a little out of pocket with Mjolnir, Stormbreaker do something crazy to like nah, get your ass back right. And that shit, the whole movie was funny as hell, very funny. Cause even though the damn hammer can't talk, but Thor's dialogue was just super duper funny. So the movie actually is funny as hell. Um, yeah, surprisingly funny as hell. Um, for all those out there who are, sick of the Me Too movement, tie your boots up, cause it's a lot of Me Too going on in this movie. A whole lot of gang shit. LGBTV is active, so I don't mind, but it's the world we live in. We in America. Now of course, there's the final boss fight, Thor versus GB, and they actually lose. Yeah, they lose. They lose. Uh, they lose, and they lost, and Thor even gave his power to like 20 folks. And when he did that, they created the Tree of Life, which was fire. But yeah, they lost, and Jane died, and she went to Valhalla. She became a god, like Hercules. So Jane is a god, a dead one, but she's a god. And yeah, so overall, the plot was the god butcherer. Thor was finding himself. This is, he's heartbroken. He found his girl. His girl is dying. Um, he gotta say the world again, per usual. He loses. GB actually has a change of heart, which is how they end up prevailing. And yeah, so overall, I mean, the movie definitely was kid friendly, family oriented a little bit, more than a lot of it. Funny. Overall, I give it a solid 8, man. I feel like the overall plot was better than Doctor Strange 2. Doctor Strange 2 might have just been WandaVision 3 or something. You feel me? Because it was the Wanda show. So, yeah, I give it a solid 8. 7.9, 8.1. You know what I mean? So we just gonna go with the 8. Um, yeah, so Love and Thunder. If y'all ain't seen it, nah, y'all don't really gotta go see it. But it is good though. Make sure to never stop loving yourself, working on yourself. Peace.